that, go to the 41, push the 41. He's got to run on the 48, Jimmy Johnson.
I think.
Oh, Johnson gets turned!
Not again.
Kyle Busch into Larson into Johnson. And for what, the 7th year in a row, Jimmy Johnson will crash out of the clash.
Kurt Busch jumps out of line to make a move. And now you've got the 42, and I believe the 18 is behind the 42. So he comes up to Jimmy Johnson,
Bam.
gives him a little shove,
And that
just turns him.
Turned him.
And, you know, the front nose on these Camaros is very pointed and doesn't really line up great to the rear bumper, even of other Camaros. That's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on through speed weeks.
That was a pretty hard shot he gave. You know, that was almost, it was harder than a bump. It takes so little.
It looked like the car got pretty loose right there. As he moves down, I believe he blows a left rear tire, sends him into Eric Almirola. Daniel Suarez has to avoid him, spins to the infield. I think other than some tires, Daniel might be okay. Heavy damage to the 48 of Jimmy Johnson.
All right, let's turn up our Fox visor cam and show.
They've seen in any kind of conditions. I just wonder if maybe there was a rub on that left rear fender.
Here's Jimmy Johnson's radio.
I just have funny tire rubs or anything. I'm really perplexed. All right. Well, we'll get the backup up. All right, bud. Thanks, man. Sorry.
Clearly in that view, the left rear was down. 11 complete.
Chase Elliott pushing the issue with Eric Jones.
Oh, Jones around.
Just like we saw in Duel 1 with Stenhouse.
Yep, same thing.
Matthew Benedetto, the 32. Patrick shoots by. Kyle Larson is in it.
Larson, minimum damage. Oh, no, his left front's tore up. Elliott side drafted in the 78. He goes for a move, and he says, no, I'm not quite ready to make that move. But he stays right there on that crucial part, the quarter panel, and that air, as it was packing up on that left rear, as Eric Jones came off the banking, spun him right around.
I don't think that Jones ever hit anything.
You can see Jones gets a little
contact
loose right there.
You saw that right front tire spoke a little bit.
And a tough break for the 32 at DiBenedetto. Go Fast Racing, one of the sport's smaller teams, caught up in that one.
Danica did a great job making it through.
Number 22 of Logano to see if he will be penalized. Look at this! Oh, Stenhouse! He saved it!
No, Eric Jones is not going to be in the save.
Jones did not.
Come on.
Jones, his teammate Suarez, William Byron, Jimmy Johnson are all in it along with Ty Dillon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trevor Bain was able to weave his way through there.
Caution. Out what happened here, 3 wide. Look at the orange number 19 and the 88.
So the 12 of Blaney goes to try to make a move on the 17 of Stenhouse. He blocks it. They make contact. Great save by Stenhouse, but so much momentum coming with the 20 of Eric Jones. When he gets into the back of the 17 of Stenhouse, his car starts going around on him.
What a shame. What a shame.
6 cars developed.
Big move to the outside to block Blaney by Stenhouse. I thought for sure Stenhouse was going around.
Yeah, he looked like he was long gone, and that's really what caused this whole thing. When he came up in front of Eric Jones in the 20, Jones had nowhere to go.
And Bowman had filled that space in the inside to make it 3 wide with Eric Jones, so he had nowhere to go.
Nope.
Big push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact! Elliott slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Danica Patrick, Casey Kane.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You all right?
9 of Chase Elliott. Last second, from at least from that, big hit.
Yeah.
And you see, incredible these runs that come so fast. You cannot protect against that run.
Kurt Busch around off the bumper of Blaney.
Inside. Tell us inside. You should be the leader.
Looks like
Truex not able to avoid this one. Or Bowman.
Oh, Bowman's got it. Hamlin put a block on the 41.
And that stalled out the 41. The 12's right in that area, that left rear that turns him around.
Yeah.
And it was Alex half the field.
It was on from there.
This is all air, folks. That's just air coming off the front nose of that 12 car and pushing on that left side quarter panel of the 41. Of course, then they finally make contact.
Wadded up a bunch of race cars. Oh my goodness.
It looks as if as many as eight lead lap cars made it through unscathed. Wow. What a shower of sparks.
It's like a really bad video game.
And some of those eight, like Ryan Newman and maybe Allmendinger, do have some damage.
But those are, what about these shots?
Martin Truex believes he has a flat tire.
That's all that's left. Boy, this is going to
move to the top lane.
Going to have to be quick. Going to have to be quick.
Almirola up to cover. Dylan, where will
Dylan's
he go?
Gonna get there.
Oh, into Almirola. Around he goes.
Good.
Hang on to it, bud. Hang on to it.
For energy, extra strength, big move of the race.
We see Bubba Wallace gets to the back bumper of the 3, gives him a big push. The 10 gets stalled out a little bit here. The 3 goes down low. Now he goes to the high side. They hook bumpers. Staying out for Truex is not.
Oh, trouble! Kurt Busch around, hard into the wall after contact from Chase Elliott.
Wow.
Those old tires. So you can see the closing rate. Paul Menard comes right to his rear bumper.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh, the 41 looked like he pushed loose and it's shot into the wall in front of Chase Elliott.
Yeah, he just lost grip and shot right into Chase Elliott.
You know what that 78 is going to be doing, don't you?
Chase Elliott was right on his outside.
Now been closed for about a decade. That's where Kevin Harvick started. And how about Rio Linda? 1/20th of a mile around, but plenty big enough for those quarter midgets to jump.
The contact between Larson and Harvick.
Wow.
Come undone. What happens here?
Let's see what they're close together going down the back.
Harvick comes down, and then the 42 comes up. They make contact. It turned the 42 sideways into the 4 Harvick, and he made heavy contact with the outside wall.
Yeah, that right front took a lick. I'm going to say, Mike, that was just one car went down a little bit, and one car came up a little bit. I don't know if I could put a blame on either guy.
I'm not exactly sure why Harvick came down at all.
Let's see if he gets loose coming off turn 2 before this gets started here.
And you can see the 42. Yeah,
he slips up the hill a little bit.
Gets him a little loose.
Yeah.
And it looked like Harvick gathered it back up. Maybe didn't quite appreciate the 42 getting him loose like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can blame that all on.
No, I'd say Kevin was definitely moving left when that happened.
Come apart. That's what goes up through the hood. Bam. Wow, look at the angle.
Talk to us, bud. Yeah, that was lovely. All right, 1 more.
Now Eric Jones to the bottom, but then you saw Chase Elliott on the outside of the 18 and the 41 right there.
Trouble! One car around and one in the wall.
Hamlin's in
11 and the 10.
And
Hamlin, Keselowski involved, and Almirola, and Jimmy Johnson.
Now they're 3 wide. Oh, he checks up a lot. Oh, that gets 11 loose underneath the 10 and Almirola.
Oh boy, the 2 got a ton of damage. So did 48. Wow, the 48 plowed in that inside wall. There's a 6. That took out a bunch of cars, guys. Like the 11 got a little bit loose, maybe under the 10. Couldn't.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting Almirola to check up as much as he did.
I think Almirola knew the 8.
So it's Denny Hamlin that goes sideways in front of half the field.
This is why it's so important to have a wall that's softer on the inside as well as in.
Yeah, one thing I think about the traction.
Oh, trouble.
Oh, good grief.
Chase Elliott.
Oh, no.
Michael McDowell.
Oh,
Martin
Truex
Truex.
is the last second.
Miles
Truex.
in.
Yeah, just a lot of, I mean, this is what happens at this track, particularly early in the race. Everybody bunched
just
up.
Gets loose underneath the 19 of Suarez, comes around and collects Chase Elliott and some others. Boy, look at the great job Eric Jones and William Byron did squeezing by.
And Martin Truex just can't get stopped.
I don't think that a lot of bad damage on that 9 car, but certainly a lot of damage on the 78. Mike, I was just going to say that traction compound, it's a little slick right now. You got to get a little heat in it. I noticed when I was driving the pace car, it's still a little sticky, but it's slick until you get a little heat in it.
And I think 78 of
Slowski looking for the lead on teammate Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, Blaney was working the bottom lane on some lap cars.
Trouble, turn 3.
Yikes!
No. Get around the corner.
Good.
Trevor Bayne went around. He got turned. And as Chris Buescher slid up the racetrack, there was Ryan Blaney.
Try not to go lap down.
Yeah, you see Bayne up there in the 6.
They go 3 wide. Chris Buescher goes to the outside.
51 kind of caught in the middle. And,
yeah, Bayne just didn't know Buescher was on the outside.
Yep. Ooh.
Blaney just know where to go as Rhodes slides up the racetrack.
And Keselowski did a masterful job of avoiding all that.
Yeah, he kind of went to the bottom of the 12, and I think that actually paid off. There's the contact between Trevor Bayne and Chris Buescher. I think because Keselowski started to go to the bottom of the 12 of Blaney, it put him in a much better lane to avoid that.
Yep.
I believe Bayne would have been the free pass car, but since he's in the middle of it.
What a shame.